There's a file on almost every website that's designed to give instructions to search engines, but sometimes developers accidentally use it to reveal the exact pages they don't want you to find. It's called robots.txt. Let me show you why it should never be treated as a security feature. So if you've never heard of robots.txt, you're probably asking yourself, what is that? And simply, it's just a text file that's located at the root of a website, and its purpose is to tell well-behaved web crawlers like Googlebots and Firefox and those web crawlers which areas of a site that they shouldn't crawl. So it's kind of like you don't want to index for just the public to be able to see. So in my Kali Linux machine here, I have a mock server set up. It's just simple Cybermet Technologies internal development server. So we're going to visit this robots.txt, and I'll show you what that looks like. So inside robots.txt, you're going to see something like this. It's going to have a user agent, may have an asterisk there saying for all user agents. You're going to see the word disallow, and you'll see that it has hidden marked as a disallow. What this means is it don't want the web crawler to crawl that directory because it don't want it to be found just publicly available. So this is important because anybody can read it, including an attacker or a penetration tester. So we'll see disallow hidden. So let's go ahead and try to navigate this. We'll go up here, we'll change our robots.txt to hidden for this directory. And in this case, you're going to see that we get a 403 forbidden. It's just the way I have this environment set up for this video. But behind hidden, I do have a file there. You just can't see it because it's forbidden, just kind of the way it's protected. If you get a 403 forbidden, it usually means there's something there. You just don't have permission to actually get to it and actually see it. So the problem with this directory file is if a developer was to put something sensitive here, like user credentials or their backups are getting stored here or something along those lines, any average Joe with any kind of skill can kind of go in, look at the robots.txt file and see that it's there and navigate straight to it and see either your backups or your creds or whatever you may have there. So I'm going to pull up my terminal. We're going to do a curl command, and curl is just going to pull the information from that website, kind of just like if we were viewing it. And we're going to do the robots.txt, and it was port 8080 that it was hosted on. So robots.txt. You'll see that it pulls the same thing here. User agent is any, disallow hidden. So get the kind of same results doing this through a curl command as we would if we visit the site as well. Something else that we can do that you may see, like I said, there's usually files there. I know what file is there because, like I said, I built this. There's a flag that's there. I'm going to be using this in a lab environment for one of the courses that I have available for teaching Nmap to students. You can check that out if you want to click the link below. But we're going to go ahead and visit this hidden. We're going to put flag.txt on the end. This is something like you would see usually in like a try hack me room or something along those lines. So when we hit that, you'll see that we get the flag, and we have CMT, which is just Cybermet Technologies, enumeration found the hidden directory. So we were able to find this. This is your payoff moment if you're an ethical hacker, penetration test, and you find this and you pop like somebody's credentials or something in this situation. You know, there it is. There was no bypass authentication, no exploit, not some complicated vulnerability that had to be exploited. The website literally just told me, like, hey, here's this directory. Robots don't go look at it, but here it is if you want to go check it out. So robots.txt isn't the vulnerability itself. The vulnerability is putting sensitive information somewhere where it's publicly accessible. So robots.txt can simply make that information easy to discover, like we were saying. If something shouldn't be public facing, you don't want everybody to know about it, you need to protect it with real like access controls. You want to require authentication, configure the web server correctly, don't place a sensitive file in the publicly accessible web directory in the first place, and just, lock it down. So next time you see disallow on a website inside of robots.txt, just remember that doesn't mean you're blocked from accessing it. It only tells search engines not to crawl it, and for an ethical hacker, it might be a clue where to look next if you're doing enumeration, kind of find your path that you're trying to go down to maybe gain access or what have you, or to document in your penetration test that you may perform in. So if you want to see more quick ethical hacking demonstrations like this, subscribe to my channel, Cybermet Technologies. Connect with me there or LinkedIn or any of the social places, even Facebook. Thank you guys for watching.